We'll now scan our website for any security risk. So we'll go to google.com. We'll type Zap proxy, enter search, click on the first link, click on download Zap, the blue button which you can see. Just scroll down. You can select your operating system. Basis the operating system, you could download the installer. You could install it on Windows, Linux as well as on Mac OS. I have clicked on download. It would take a couple of minutes to get downloaded. I can come back to my website and copy my email address or the URL details and keep it handy. This is your actual online store. This is the seller page and this is the buyer's page. That is, as a buyer, if you are planning to buy anything, you would come to this page. Alright. I think our installer Zap would have got downloaded by now, or it would take a couple of more minutes. Okay, then click on open, click on run. You can bookmark this for future reference. Keep the default setting, click on next, select the terms and conditions, select next. You can select standard or customize if you want to specifically install in a particular folder. I'll keep it as default. I'll click on next, create a desktop icon, OK, next, leave it default, don't change anything, next, and it would take a couple of minutes to get installed. So it's almost getting installed. It might give you a pop-up for firewall permission, so you just need to allow. Once the installation is complete, click on finish button. Open this utility. By double clicking on it on the desktop icon. This is the welcome screen. Initially it will look like this when you launch it for first time. Select the first option. First here, select as private network, since most of you would be using it from your home. Recheck public option and allow access. Select the first option. Yes, I want to persist this session with the name based on the current timestamp. Click on start. Now copy your e-commerce website URL and paste it under URL attack button. Just paste it in this address bar under URL to attack. Click on attack. see, now the attack has got started. This is scanning for all the security vulnerability or risk which exist on this store, which a hacker can use to compromise your website. So this would take couple of minutes, not couple of minutes, it would take about say 2 to 3 hours. So would suggest to grab a coffee or take a tour and come back again. You could scroll up and down and see what's happening. You can just play around with it for some time, so you'll understand, get comfortable with this utility. What you can do is, in Interium you could also try skipping some option and see, or you could also restart the scan and see how it works. I would also post a small video tutorial on get and post method so that you would understand it well. If you click on active scan, you could also see and view the report. You could scroll down and the spider and see what's happening on which of the URL. I'll click again on active scan and I'll click on activity or detailed report. It will show me what all attacks is being conducted, what all security vulnerability is being checked. Meanwhile, what you could do is you could Google all of this and learn about it till the time it is getting scanned. As I told you, it would take about 2 to 3 hours depending on your PC or your system speed and the website speed, as well as the internet connectivity. What you could do is you could scan it for a while. You could see the status. Once it becomes completely orange, it means this attack has been completed, and you could see a tick mark at the end. It will show status as complete. You could even click on one of these options and click on skip. It will give you a stop option and it would skip that scanning. It would show the timing, how much time it takes or how much time it took to complete this particular scan. Just let's click on one of this icon and see what happens. See, this scan has been skipped. SQL injection attack has been skipped. Okay, I can't undo it. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to close this, stop this and start a fresh attack again from the beginning. As I suggested, as soon as you start the attack, come to the activity page as I have shown you. Meanwhile, grab a coffee and learn a bit about all of this attack by doing a Google search. I will close this for the moment because I have skipped SQL injection attack. You could play around with the options. It will show you the list of URLs which has been found, which of what all attacks has been conducted. I've started a new attack again. So meanwhile you could grab your coffee or whatever or any beverages and relax. It would take about 2.5 hours to 3 hours to complete the scan. Meanwhile, just a suggestion, if you could Google all these attacks and learn about it, it would be helpful to you. Anyways, I'll be attaching a resource material. You would not hear my voice for a couple of hours or couple of minutes, maybe about half an hour or so, because I'm going on a silent mode since the attack is being conducted. See here, you can see the tick mark which indicates that it has got completed. Similarly, once all the attack gets completed, it will show the status progress under the status bar or under the progress bar. Meanwhile, you could close this and check other options. Meanwhile, you could close this and just check other options which are there. You could see the response and request header. It will give us the entire details. We click on each of this URL. Now, since our report, our scan have got completed, we could export the report by saving at desktop. We can rename it to whatever name we want. It would be in Excel format, that is in CSV format. You click on save. Has got exported successfully. So what we have done is we have conducted a scan and we have also exported the report. Now, for an easy reference, I would suggest to generate an HTML report which you can open on your Chrome browser. Just click on report, click on generate HTML report. Same way, just rename it. Do not delete the extension. Rename it with whatever you want, report or whatever name you want, and keep the extension as .html. Click on save. Double click on the saved report. This page would get displayed. It shows too high vulnerability which is present in this e-commerce website which we created, that is SQL injection, which all links are vulnerable. It shows and it gives us the entire details. Alright. It also gives the description below and the countermeasures and solution which we could incorporate to avoid this type of attack. Second attack which we could see is cross-site scripting, which is possible. You could read about it in detail. It will also give you the countermeasures It will also list out the URL which are vulnerable, what are the details which was used, and what are the steps that is required to be taken. So ultimately you yourself could decide what are the security risks which I am carrying to run this website, and what are the steps which I could take to prevent this type of attack, or I could guide my programming, or I could guide my team to take care of this security vulnerabilities, so that neither your client get defrauded and hacked. There is no system in this world which is foolproof, but yes, we could always try to maintain a proper security hygiene by doing a proper vulnerability scanning, like which we did very recently. We could also look into the report, a CSV report which I have just opened. It will give us the timestamp, the URL, the details about it. My suggestion to you would be to just read, understand and explore this in detail. You'll become a master in e-commerce. You would also have an edge over your peers, since you would know how to design your own e-commerce store, test your e-commerce store, and suggest measures to prevent any type of cyber attacks or any security vulnerabilities. That is quite simple, as you saw now. Just close this. Thank you for watching.